I'm here with Damon Fairchild with Beautiful Destinations. Damon, for someone who might not be familiar with Beautiful Destinations, could you tell us a little bit about your organization and what you do?
Yes, of course. We are a travel content creation studio. We work with destinations across the globe to create amazing video and photography to help promote those destinations. Many of those destinations our cruise lines visit as well.
What's some of your favorite destinations? I mean,
Oh,
this is what you do for a living. Do you have one or do you have 10?
I think if I say a favorite destination, I might hurt someone's feelings.
Okay.
But how's this? We lived in Hawaii for about 15 years, which is a destination that many people travel to, and we love Hawaii.
As you're here in Anchorage, Alaska, what are some of the benefits you're finding from this conference?
Yeah, this has been a great introduction to a great team at CLIA, by the way, and great partners within the travel industry. As destination storytellers, we really feel like there is a lot of synergy between destinations and cruise lines, and that we can kind of help to tell the stories, not just of the cruise lines, but of the people and the places and the culture and the food and everything that we've been discussing at this conference. We really feel like it's important that those stories be told in an authentic way, especially in a world that we live in with AI. Somebody asked me earlier today, actually, how do you feel about AI, considering the type of content that you make? And we have found, and I think the data says too, that people want real, authentic content. They want to be able to trust the content that they see, and when they arrive in destination, they want to be able to experience exactly what they thought they would, or even more than they thought they would, based on the stories that they have seen on our social channels or others.
Now, speaking of content, there's been some fantastic content, great speakers, great keynotes. Is there anything in particular that it's kind of sticking with you that you're like, I think I'm going to take this information home with me and share it with my colleagues and in my work?
Yeah, just by coincidence, this last session that we were in, where we talked quite a bit about local artists and how can we help cruise travelers to connect with those local artists. I was in a meeting last week with a cruise line, and we talked about local cuisine, and they told me a story about how one of their chefs had gone onshore at one of their ports, knew a local farmer, got strawberries, brought those strawberries back onto the boat, and made desserts with the strawberries that he had sourced there locally. And I think that's an important story to tell. So what am I going to take away? I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell my colleagues that, hey, there are some amazing stories that can be told about the people and the destinations that all of our cruise line partners visit, and it's important that they be told in an authentic way.
I want to go back to the story about the strawberries in the ship, because as we heard today, in 2024, our economic report said that there was almost $200 billion in global economic output from cruise. And so that is the footprint of cruise with the local farmer and the strawberries. Do you have some other stories that really capture how far cruise really reaches and how it helps communities?
I think beyond what you just shared and what we have kind of seen throughout this entire conference is that the economic impact on those local families goes far beyond just a paycheck. We heard a story in there about a local artist who said, with tears in his eyes, that now he can feed his family because more people are buying his art. And that's a story that I think should and likely does resonate with all of us. And I think all of our hope is that it's not just about the tax dollar, that's really important, but that it's about the dollars that go to put food on the tables of the local families who are positively impacted by tourism.
Well, I want to thank you for your time. It's been a real pleasure to meet you.
Same
Thank
with
you
me.
so much.
Thank you.